So after looking at the first two charts and taking a look at yourself and how you represent yourself with your words and your body language, going along with week number 2 and the goal, this is my run-on sentence, we want to now use these words as power to create a new reality, to achieve the goal that you've placed for yourself. So I have a whole list of words. You might find ones that really work well for you. You might have your own, and that is totally fine. Either way, I'm just giving you ideas. What we want to do are gather some words that define who you want to show up as. Okay, remember that first meditation where you discovered that who you want to be has always been who you are. It's already within you. Now we need to just take off the layers and peel away the garbage so that that can show up, that can shine forth, so everybody else can see what's already been within inside you. Okay, so one helpful way to do that is to use words and language. So we're going to create an affirmation. I want you to think about an affirmation that correlates with your goal. When I had a goal, I was in a group a few years ago, paid a lot of money for this course, so I was all in. I was like, I'm going to check every box, dot every I am in it because I'm invested. And also I wanted to be a better person. So one of the things that I wanted was to stop making excuses. The phrase that I used, the affirmation that I used was, I create solutions rather than excuses, because I found that I used a lot of excuses. I was too busy this week. I had to do this extra thing. There just isn't time. I'm too tired. I always had a reason or excuse that were usually very valid for why I didn't complete my action steps. But the bottom line was I wasn't doing it. And using those excuses were stoppers. Remember the chart that you looked at? Excuses are a way to give you that chicken exit, to get out of the things that are most important for your progression. So I fell into that pattern of excuses and I didn't want to do it anymore. So I created the statement, I create solutions rather than excuses. Something interesting happened with this affirmation. After saying it over and over again in the morning, in the evening, and then when I caught myself throughout the day about to make an excuse, or even when I did make an excuse, I would catch myself and replace it. I create solutions rather than excuses. I noticed my mind going directly to solution finding. How can I make this work? What can I do? Is there another way? And it started slowly. It started with an afterthought. Okay, well, maybe I wanted to give an excuse, and then, okay, well, maybe there's another way. And then eventually I noticed that it just came like second nature. And then the big aha was when something huge came up, a big problem, and I had a very valid excuse and thought that there wasn't a way. I couldn't, immediately when I heard the situation, I couldn't see a way out or a solution. But immediately, by the time they had finished the sentence, I was already working on a solution and figuring out a way. And in the middle of my response, all of a sudden I was like, oh, it was automatic. I didn't have to think about, I can have a solution. I can come up with a solution. I can figure it out, instead of going back to my old patterns instead of reacting with an excuse the way I would have in my past, I automatically looked for solutions. That's what it's all about. You just want a phrase that is going to help you move towards your goal, move through your action steps. So find what are your biggest stoppers? Take a look at the stoppers. What is something that would be helpful to help you move past those stoppers? Like if those stoppers were a hurdle, what's going to be the little stick thing that you can pop in and hop over that? Okay, so if your goal is to have better self-esteem or better self-worth, and you have measurable things that you're going to do to achieve that, so you want something that will help move you forward. And so if that's what your worth is, maybe you hate yourself. I hope not, but maybe right now you hate yourself. And just saying, I love myself feels like a lie. Yeah, you don't want to be a liar. That messes with your integrity, and integrity is one of those ones we want to do. We don't want to lie. Honesty is important. So instead, come up with something that feels like truth. I'm learning to love myself more and more every day. I recognize the amazing qualities I have now, and I create more every day. Does that make sense? I hope you see now how you can take what you want and do baby steps along the way. And as you feel like that's second nature to you, then you create a new affirmation that feels just slightly uncomfortable that you're going to move forward with. Remember, repetition is one of the things that moves through that reticular activating system, or that belief system, that belief filter. It will move through it with repetition. Now, while you say your affirmations, adding music is also helpful. If you're creative, you can even create a little affirmation song, and that will help move it through even better. The number one thing, okay, so hear me here and listen with your eyes, your ears, all of the things. The quickest way to change is through emotion, because think about it. Emotion is the quickest thing that will stop you and hold you back. It's not somebody saying you're stupid. Those are words, sticks and stones, right? It's the feeling that comes up, the emotion that we hold when somebody says you're stupid, that blocks you or holds you back. So on the flip side, to get you moving forward, feel the emotion that comes with whatever it is that you want to achieve. So if I want to achieve better self-worth, better security, I'm going to think, once I achieve that goal, once I feel better about myself, what does it feel like? Where does it feel like in my body? It feels like peace. It feels like relief. It feels like I'm home. Oh my gosh, I feel it in my heart. I feel it like a buzz all the way around my body. Tap into whatever it feels like for you with that particular goal. And then when you say that affirmation, feel the affirmation. Okay, there it is. Have fun with it. Have a good time.